Join Jamie and I as we host Ain't You a Peach at 5 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, 6/12/12/21 for Band and a Peach on Facebook and YouTube. Sound good? And advertised. And rooms. Scroll left. Scroll left. To the left I go. Scroll left. And reload. Scroll it down. And do a pitch. And there we be live. And mute. And tilt it up for better viewing capabilities. Hello, Rumi.
Oh, God.
And wavy hand. Hello, room. And bucks a face. Reload. Part dear. Livid.
Hello, if anybody's in there. I don't know. I'm not looking at the thingies.
Mute.
So
Mute. Kumente. Where's my likes and shares? Sharesy. Love it. No, love it, please. Thank you. Brad's there. Hey, Brad. Why do I have such a tiny
hi,
little?
Brad.
How do I make it bigger? You got an itty bitty chat box. Sarah, good evening, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Bells. Hey, Bradley, Marco. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if I make it smaller, so give me more space. You're not shrinking. Why aren't you shrinking? It's not doing anything. Minus. Good evening, Sarah. Audio good, guys? Everything sounded good to you? I love little baby ducks, small pickup trucks, trains, airplanes.
Hi, Linda. She says this is her favorite two Saturday night, afternoon peeps. Well, you're one of our favorite rum buddies.
Who's here?
Rumbles!
Rumbles!
And we got Rocky over in the YouTube. Hi, Rocky.
Hi, Miss Raquel.
And you were right this morning, Rocky. I did post in the YouTube that I would be there. Oh, me. Well, you ready for some tune?
Hit it. It's on the money, honey. Boop, 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 boop.
Everybody's having a fabulous Saturday.
It is. It's Saturday. Saturdays are always fun. I didn't hear our music when it was playing, though. Did I do something wrong?
Did anybody else not hear the music when it was playing?
It could have just been me. I mean, operator headspace and timing.
I have my original sound on. So weird. Anybody else not hear it? I
I
can
don't
find
know.
my
No
right
one's saying nothing. I
window.
know you is all I see.
Yes, you
I
do,
do.
Rocky. She said she knows me. Oh, me. So what have you done
I
all
love it. So
day?
how is let's see. Well, I did the show at noonish. Well, first I listened to Room 13. That was,
Of
the
course.
first major thing.
Yes,
After
9
sending out
o'clock,
the
9 o'clock
hellos,
Saturday mornings, Eastern time.
right? I mean, I send out the hellos and then I get ready and I listen to Room 13 and then I get ready for Saturday. And then I do that for an hour and then there's us. Yay.
I kind of laid around all
See,
day.
Rocky heard the music, so it must have just been me.
It
I
must
have something set
be.
wrong. Operator headspace and timing. What can I say?
Well, it was like last week you didn't hear the intro that, producer Chris made for us.
Right. The first time you played it, I did not. But then after the second, I did catch it. So I don't know. My computer seems to have gremlins or something in it. It does what it wants to when it wants
That's
to.
true. Yeah, that is true.
It's terrible.
They're mean little critters, aren't they?
They are, especially here. I don't know whether it's the lead paint in the house that kills them, the ghosties. I really
I haven't
don't
heard
know.
very good things about lead, so could be the lead.
You haven't heard good things about what now?
Lead.
Mm,
Other than when it's in a bullet.
there you go. No, it's well, think about it. If we have too much radiation, my house is actually one of the safer places to be. Back in the day, it used to be that, houses were painted with lead and that protected them from radiation. And, well, they were worried about kids licking the paint.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't recall ever licking the walls. Growing up, I don't ever recall. Hey,
I don't
man,
recall doing it either. I think it's just kids as they, later on, especially the generation now, the timeout kids. Yeah, I wouldn't put anything past them.
Yeah, they lick toilet seats on airplanes. So
And eat
I
Tide
would doubt
Pods.
that they licked. Ooh, yeah, they snort condoms. Yeah, I know. I've seen weird stuff.
Yeah, but
Weird.
I honestly, I don't remember. And I mean, I'm sure that our houses, when the house we lived in the 60s had lead paint. I remember they had
I'm
thicker
sure
walls.
that they did.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Back in the day, they used to, because they were worried about the bombs going off. So everybody,
I know, right?
Had that kind of paint in their households. Should I thing my do?
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me grab this other sounder. me. Good evening, my fellow Ain't You a Peachers? Happy Saturday. It's the 163rd day with 202 remaining in 2021. Today is National Rosé Day. I always thought it was called Vin Rosé, or at least I remember it being Vin Rosé. A rosé is probably the oldest known type of wine, dating back as far as 600 BC. Man, that bottle's got to be vinegar by now. That's old. Rosé wines are generally made from red grapes and are very versatile wines. A rosé will also be lighter in color than a red wine and deeper in color than a white wine. The pink color of rosé wine depends on the time the grape skin stayed in contact with the juice, also known as maceration.
I have to say something.
Yes, ma'am.
When I was younger and dumber.
All right. So
for some stupid reason, I used to think that rosé was made from roses.
Ooh, well, now I know you can make tea out of rose hips, and they can take rose petals and put them in a bath. I guess you can make tea out of it.
True.
Here's the one that confused you, I do believe, earlier. Today is National Loving Day. That
Yeah.
commemorates the anniversary of the 1967 United States Supreme Court decision, Loving versus Virginia. This decision struck down all and I cannot say this word, interracial marriage laws. Childhood friends Mildred and Richard met when she was 11 and he was 17. Over the years, they began courting. In 1958, when Mildred turned 18, the couple married in Washington and returned to their home north of Richmond. However, 2 weeks later, authorities arrested the couple. Mildred and Richard did not realize the state of Virginia viewed interracial marriage as illegal.
When was that
The
lifted?
Lovings,
Like the law? When was the law saying that you couldn't interracially marry
they've been on
change?
the books for quite some time. I don't know when it started.
60s?
Oh, long before that, because this
Was
is in
it?
58 when
Oh,
she turned
okay.
18.
Okay.
Let's see. 67 is when it was overturned. So anything before 67.
Was illegal.
Yeah,
Okay. That was what I thought. I thought it was in the 60s.
right. Let's see. The interracial marriage was illegal. The Lovings pled guilty, and to avoid jail time, they agreed to leave Virginia. While living in Washington, D.C., the Lovings started a legal action by writing to Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy. Kennedy referred the case to the American Civil Liberty Union, and the Warren Court unanimously ruled in their favor and returned the Lovings, Virginia, to their home, where they and their 3 children resided happily thereafter. Here's a good one. You thought the red wine came from. It's National Red Rose Day, and that honors the flower that is a symbol of love and romance. The red rose. The rose is also the June birth flower. There you go, Jennifer. Roses
So
are for you.
everybody needs to go get them some rosé and some roses. Go home and love who they want.
There you go. Red roses were used in many early cultures as decorations in wedding ceremonies and wedding attire. It was through this practice that over the years, the red rose became known as the symbol of love and romance. The tradition of giving red roses as the strongest message of love is still a practice today. It's also National Peanut Butter Cookie Day.
Love
The
me some
day
peanut butter.
allows. Do what? Did I say it wrong again? I did me,
Who
didn't I?
says that's wrong?
Oh,
I
don't
didn't
know.
say it
I've
was
always
wrong.
called peanut butter, you know.
My roommate's got
the
me
day-
saying it.
Yeah, see, there's nothing wrong with it. The day allows cookie lovers and peanut butter lovers to step away from the pies and cakes and to indulge in a little peanut butter cookie therapy. Yum. And nobody knows why, but the tradition of putting the fork squares on top, everybody does that for peanut butter cookies. That's the only cookie you put the squares on top with the fork. And nobody knows why, but it's just always done. Don't know. It's also National Jerky Day. That's the meat, not you. Meat is made lightweight by drying. A pound of meat or poultry will weigh only about 4 ounces after transforming it into jerky. And properly prepared. Ooh, I clicked the wrong button. Where did I go? There we go. Sold American poultry. Properly prepared jerky can be stored for months without refrigeration because the drying process removes most of the moisture. You're not drunk if you can lie on the floor without holding on. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. You know, the room spinning when you fall down.
Yeah.
I've been there before.
Oh, I'm in there every time I'm in the bed and I flip over real fast. It's like, whoa.
Whoa, Nelly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I try not to indulge to that point because generally, if the room is spinning when you're lying on the floor and you have to hold the wall to keep it from spinning, you've had too much and will be worshiping at the porcelain altar, unfortunately.
Linda says she'll never have a peanut cookie again, a peanut butter cookie again, without thinking of you calling it penis butter.
Hey, peanut butter cookies are good.
They are good. They are. Okay,
I thought that was
so
weird in the article that it said, that they don't know where the tradition of putting the little cross on top with a fork, making
uh-huh.
little squares. Said
Right.
it didn't know where that came from, but everybody does it. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, it's weird. Hmm. Hey, I've been known to just go get me a spoon and scoop out a spoonful of peanut butter.
Oh yeah, easy to do. Or have a peanut butter sandwich without the gluten. So you scoop a little bit of butter, a little bit of peanut butter, and a dollop of strawberry preserve.
Well, for
Pop it
me
all
right
off the.
now, the fact that I'm on the keto, I can have very, very little because if you look at how much a tablespoon is of carbs and sugar, so I'll
Uh-huh.
sneak every once in a while. And when I'm having that craving, it kind of takes the craving I may have away. So, hey, I'm down
Okay.
11 pounds. So,
I wish I was. I know where it went. I found it.
hey, I have so many carbs up in my up in my cabinets and stuff that we used to eat a lot of pasta
Right.
and macaroni and stuff like that. So now I'm trying to get Dylan to eat it to get the hell out of here. But that kid would eat like tuna fish every day if I let him. But I won't let him. I have to hide it because he would eat
Oh
it every
goodness.
day. And, with the stuff that's they're finding in the tuna now, it's like I let him have it once or twice a week and that's it. So, Linda wants to know what you're drinking today.
It's actually ginger ale. Tummy was feeling a little rockalish.
I
I was
love
thinking of having
you
wine,
need
but
to look into Red Rock ginger ale. I
I
know
haven't
Kroger
seen Red
sells
Rock
it.
yet.
Red Rock ginger ale is the best ginger ale ever. It's made right here, but
I I made the mistake of getting some of the Canada Dry
uh-uh.
Bold, thinking that it was going to be
See,
like ginger beer, really sweet and really good. Ooh,
well, that's
it's
what
like
people don't
drinking a can of
understand.
jalapeno peppers.
What people don't understand is Schweppes and Canada Dry and all that. It's not real ginger ale. It's got like a ginger flavor in it, but it's not real ginger ale. The ginger ale, the Red Rock ginger ale, that
Uh,
shit will burn your lips when you drink it. It is ginger. And
oh,
it's
that's the way the
orange.
Bold is.
It's not like a, caramel color. It is
Right.
orange. I'll bring you some up when I come. That stuff, my grandfather, my mother, both kept cases of that underneath their beds for upset stomachs and whatnots, right? You aren't
Right.
allowed to just drink it. Now, I have a son who I have to hide it from because, not Dylan, but one of my other sons, he will literally drink it like it's like going and buying a soda at the store, whatever. And they come in the little bottles. I mean, you can get them in the big ones too, but I always get the little ones.
Right.
Um, I'm gonna tell you, every time I've ever had something with my stomach, and I drink one of those, all it takes is one, and it knocks that stuff out.
Oh well.
I will bring you some, and you will hunt
Okay.
for it from now on after you drink one of those when you get sick. I give you my word.
Cool. Well, I mean, I have Verner's. I grabbed a whole bunch one time I was at the store. I got
But none of
Verner's. I
them are
had this. I
real.
had Ale 8.
That's the
I had
problem, though.
like
They're not real. They're not real
right. Well,
ginger.
Verner's. I like Verner's, but I'm all out. That's
Verner's
why I'm
taste
down to
good.
the Canada Dry now.
Yeah, Verner's does taste good as far as if you just want to drink it. But if you're sick, the only one that I've ever, and I have tried them all, the only one that
Right.
I have ever drank that literally got rid of the problem, whether it be Number two, or puking, or whatever the stomach problem was, Red
Right.
Rock is the only one I have had to date in my
And it
almost
cures you.
59 years that it got rid of it. It got rid of it. Like, boom. Okay, so everybody knows today's the last day of band. Next week we're gonna talk about some things that people didn't know about the United States, like little facts.
Yeah, I think that's going to be cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it should be interesting. So anyway, since we pretty much hit a lot of stuff on the band and the stupid laws and all that, some of this stuff kind of overlaps. So I'm going to kind of skip through, but I have one that's 18 bizarre things that have been banned around the world. Now, I know I mentioned baby walkers in Canada. In France, you're not allowed to have too much ketchup, mayonnaise, or vinaigrette in the public schools because it goes against their
What?
dietary quality. Yeah.
Okay. I
In Pakistan, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, you're not allowed to celebrate Valentine's Day. Pakistan banned it in 2017 because it's not a Muslim tradition and it focuses
Okay.
on love that isn't directed towards God. Let's see here. Obesity. Sometimes
Oops,
I think
I'm
we should
guilty.
have a ban like that here, but they're so busy trying to shove that vaccine down our throats when they should be trying to,
Get
you
us
know,
thinner.
do
I
something
feel
about
like
the
that gal
obesity.
off of Willy Wonka. What was that little name? That girl's name that swelled up like the blueberry. She had to go get
Oh God,
squeezed.
what was her name?
Beluga
Yes,
or Booga.
yeah, I can't remember what her name is.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I have got to lose weight. I'm up
Well,
to 180
this
pounds.
one seems kind of ironic to me, but it's in Japan.
Okay.
Uh, it's aimed at people from 40 to 74, so maybe that's why. You know, uh, in Japan, don't they have what are the sumo wrestlers? Aren't
Wrestlers,
they
yeah,
like really overweight?
really big. Well, they're huge. I would, yeah.
Yeah, but they got these big old stomachs, and that's like one of your biggest signs of obesity is when your stomach is huge. So I guess you can be a sumo wrestler until you're 40, and then you got to lose the weight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mullets and ponytails. This is in Iran, and it's aimed towards men. Um, yeah, no long hair, but don't a lot
But
of
if
them
you
have?
walk, can you have one? So if you run, you can't have long hair. But if you're walking slow, can you?
I don't know.
If you went to iWalk,
Maybe. Okay, in Russia, now I'm having a brain fart. Belarus, and Kakistan, which one of my oldest son's best friends is a Kakistan native. Been here his whole life, but yeah. Lacy underwear. You can't buy it there.
oh, okay.
2013 regulations passed requiring clothing that touches your skin to contain at least 6% cotton.
It seems like we mentioned this once. That one from
Yeah, they want your
Muslim
skin to
countries.
breathe. Let's see. In Tibet, reincarnation. It says Buddhist monks in Tibet can only be reincarnated with permission from the Chinese government. The law was passed in 2007. It's pretty hard to enforce. I mean, what are they going to do, really? Many people think the reason it was put into place was to insult the Dalai Lama and have the public not think as highly of him.
Oh, That's
Let's
as good
see.
as Louis Gohmert asking Bureau of Land Management if they had any way to change the rotation of the moon or adjust the orbit of the Earth.
Well, I know in the Bible, someone asked God for a sign, and He stopped the moon. God, or he actually had it the sun back up.
Oh well.
Okay, how about in Victoria, Australia? You're restricted from making any loud noise during certain times. Which I mean that I know
Okay, after 10
most
o'clock, keep your
towns.
damn mouth shut. Right.
Well, most towns have like a noise ordinance. You know, after midnight or after 11, things like that.
Okay.
What the weird thing is on Good Friday, loud noises are banned all day long. So no loud
Oh,
noises on Good Friday.
so no flatulence out in public.
Nope. How about Rome? In Rome, you're not allowed to own something that a lot of houses have in them, and you win them at the fair sometimes. Goldfish. You're not allowed to keep them in a little glass bowl. It's considered cruel.
Oh, okay. But if you throw them in the frying pan, you're fine.
That
You
might
just can't
be.
keep them in a glass bowl.
That might be. Okay, how about Rome? They have strict animal rules. Walking your dog is required, and if you don't walk your dog, you get a $700 fine.
Oh.
How's that one?
So these people that have these little perch pooches,
Oh, I
that
know.
walk around with them in a handbag, I guess they have to put the bag down.
Yeah. Okay, how about in Germany? You're not allowed to stop your car on the Autobahn, so running out of gas is against the law. You're not allowed
Right.
to walk on the Autobahn either. If you do, you
Uh-uh.
can be fined $100 for putting other drivers in danger.
Right. Them folks are going over 100 mile an hour.
Let's see. We talked about high heels. Pennies. In Canada, you're not allowed to use more than 25 pennies per transaction. So, you know how you go up there and you dump your piggy bank out on the counter
Right.
and you start counting out? Mm-mm, not in Canada. Not allowed to do that.
Oh, wow.
Only 25. 25.
So you have to make 4 trips in for $1.
I guess so. Okay. Turkmenistan. I've never heard of that one before, but you're not allowed to lip sync.
Okay.
Australia, again, due to copyright rules, it's illegal to create and share memes.
Memes?
Did Facebook come from Australia?
It kind of sounds like it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. North Korea, you're not allowed to wear blue jeans. Black jeans are okay, just not blue jeans.
Ah.
They say that the color blue is associated with us here in the United States.
Right.
So they don't let
Well, and it would remind them of that song. Who does it? Neil Diamond, maybe? Somebody, Forever in Blue Jeans?
Oh, yes, that was Neil Diamond.
Oh.
Okay, so what have you got now?
I have 15 foods, and some of them I think we have done, that are banned in the US of A.
Huh.
Let's see. We've done the Kinder thing. Okay. Horse meat. Filet of Philly is verboten. To be clear, it's not illegal to eat horse meat in the U.S. It is, however, illegal to slaughter horses and by default prohibits the consumption of it, or at least makes it extremely challenging.
Well, I will admit, I had a boyfriend, an online boyfriend. He was in Belgium.
Okay. They eat horse over there.
Over there, they eat that more than they like. Cow meat is something they don't really mess with. It's horse meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But in all reality, horse meat has more more protein and stuff, just like the bison and all that. It has way more protein than cow.
It
Cow's
has less
apparently
fat.
not as good for you as everybody leads on to believe.
I can believe that.
Hmm.
Shark fins are verboten. Shark fins are not entirely banned in the U.S. Currently, only 12 states uphold an official ban on the sale of shark fins. However, the act of shark finning itself has been illegal in the U.S. waters since 2000. Shark finning is banned and is considered an act of animal cruelty because it involves the slicing of fins off live sharks just to toss them overboard.
Right.
Ooh, let's see, 10 of the 12 states that ban the sale of shark fins still allow restaurants to serve the meat. So, shark fin soup is actually considered to be a luxury dish in several Asian countries, especially China. The Japanese pufferfish is a verboten. Whimsical looking fish is extremely poisonous. And the toxin is called tetrodotoxin, and its skin and even certain organs. It's known to cause paralysis and death. Ouch. Here's one you wouldn't have thought of: haggis. Haggis is a savory pudding that consists of a mixture of a sheep's heart, lung, and a liver, among other ingredients such as oatmeals, minced onion, suet, and stock. Ugh. The pudding is typically presented and served to the guests within the stomach of the sheep. Traditionally, it's consumed on a buns night in Scotland. Ooh, a countrywide event that honors Scottish poet Robert Burns. However, those of Scottish heritage living in the U.S. cannot dine on haggis, thank God, due to the ban that the USDA placed on the sale of sheep's lungs 47 years ago. The ban was set in place in light of the emergence of the degenerative disease scrappy, SCRAPI, yeah, scrappy, which
Yeah.
affects the central nervous system in a sheep.
Hmm.
Also, the ackee fruit. Didn't you do the ackee fruit?
I probably, but I don't know what it is.
It's a fruit of Jamaica, man. However, when it's unripe, the fruit contains high levels of toxin
Oh yeah.
hypoglycerin, thyroid, which inhibits the body to release blood glucose. This can cause people to fall into a state of hyperglycemia, a condition where glucose levels are too low, which can induce vomiting, ultimately cause dehydration, and result in your crocation. Uh, Importation of the raw fruit was banned by the FDA in 73, but you can still purchase canned or frozen ackee fruit in the US that have been cleared to be low enough in concentrations of the toxin. Ugh.
I'll pass.
Yeah, me three. Beluga caviar, I believe we've mentioned this
Yeah,
one,
we did. That was on one of
from the
those
sturgeon, the
outlawed.
beluga sturgeon. How about sassafras oil? And I
Never
like
heard about that one.
sassafras tea. We did or did not?
I don't. I don't remember it. We might have.
Well, the root bark of the sassafras plant has historically been used by Native Americans to treat illnesses including fever and rheumatism. Wow, I didn't know that.
Hmm.
The oil from sassafras leads a different result. There's a compound in the oil called safrole, which is a known carcinogen. Ooh,
Okay,
the
question. What is
FDA's
saffron? Like, you can buy saffron wool. Is that
okay. Well, saffron is not sassafras.
okay? That's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah, this is safrole. Is SAFROLE.
Oh, okay.
Safrole is the oil from the sassafras,
Right.
and it has a carcinogen. They banned it in the 60s. Extracts from the roots of plant are still legal as long as they don't contain safrole.
Huh.
This one is weird. Kazu marzu.
The heck
I
is that?
have no idea. Kazu marzu is often referred to as a rotten cheese because it's infested with live maggots. Oh
I don't
God!
want to eat that anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Prosciutto cheese, which is made from unpasteurized sheep's milk, contains the larvae of a particular fly. These maggots eventually facilitate the fermentation of the cheese. Once the larvae hatch, they begin to eat through the cheese, which
Uh,
effectively makes it softer.
can I go
The
throw
cheese is
up?
then served with the maggots still lodged in it. No, not no, 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 not hell no,
I
no.
want to puke now.
You and me both. Oh,
That's just
and
gross.
it's in Italia. No, Sardinia, Italia. Ugh.
Oh,
Although
yuck.
the EU and the United States have banned the cheese for health reasons. No, Shiza Sherlock. Oh, did we do the ornitholon? What the fire truck? This
Don't think
tiny
so.
rare songbird was a former French delicacy, having been exclusively served to the royalty and wealthy. Selling of ornitholon became illegal in France in 99, 20 years after the EU deemed it a protected species. The U.S. also banned the selling and importation of the bird, which measures out to be the size of a thumb,
I don't
weighing less
understand
than
why
an
you would
ounce.
want to eat a little bird anyway. A chicken, I understand because they're big and you get a lot of meat off of it. But these
Okay,
little
this is the
birds,
size of a hummingbird. Who would want to? You know how many
what do you
hummingbirds
get?
you'd
One
have to
bite
eat?
out of it?
Ew. Uh, Queen conch. Have we mentioned the conch? A giant snail.
No.
The queen of conch is described as a large marine mollusk, otherwise a snail, that typically ranges from 6 to 9 inches in length, according to NOAA Fisheries. Commercial and recreational harvest is generally banned in U.S. federal waters. The species is often eaten in Turks, Kosovo, even though it's an endangered species. I've had conch before.
I'm just
Uh,
not into oysters and
Rugwa.
snails and. Ugh.
We've mentioned frogwa before, I am quite certain.
Ugh.
Rugwa is the fatty liver. Ooh, Chilean sea bass. I love sea bass. Sea turtles. You can't eat them anymore. Kawama. That's what they were called
Well,
in Mexico. Kawama stew.
we got to keep the plastic straws away from them too.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, don't want them getting all hooked on that cocaine in the oceans. And the sea turtles is the last one. Sea turtles are caught and killed for their meat. In 2007, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service reported that conservationists estimated that 35,000 sea turtles are consumed annually in California alone. Baloney. I don't know anybody that serves turtle anymore. Now, according to the Sea Turtle Conservative, sea turtles are given a legal protection in the United States and its waters under the Endangered Species Act, which lists the hawkbill, leatherback, Kemp's Ridley, and green turtles as endangered. The loggerhead is still listed as a threatened, so you can have that on a sandwich, but the others are endangered.
Oh.
Yeah, in Mexico, they called it kawama. In Baja, where we used to go camping, they had kawama stew. Yeah.
Well, I have some ingredients. It's a little short 9 ingredients that people use that are banned. And see, this has always kind of cracked me up is in other countries this stuff is banned because they know that it's bad. But yet in America, and I keep telling everybody, they're poisoning us through our foods. Wake up,
Right.
people! So you might want to start reading your ingredients and stuff. That's why I'm glad that I started the keto because I tend to pay more attention to chemicals that are in our foods now. Okay,
Right.
so in cereals there's all these colors, and
Oh
stuff.
God, yeah. Red number 7 and all those. Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
good for
well, these are all banned in other countries. Blue 1, blue
Okay.
2, yellow 5, and yellow 6.
Bingo.
Yep. And then in your potato chips, there's something, the Olean that you were talking about.
Oh, isn't the Olean the one that makes you have anal leakage? No, that was Alestra or Celestra.
Not sure, but it's a synthetic fat, and it's banned in Canada and the UK. But it seems to be in like Procter and Gamble products. It says potato chips, French fries, corn chips, stuff like that. So as it passes through the digestive tract, it provides no calories, but it can cause diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and gas. And the symptoms apparently can become very severe depending on how much you eat. How about in your buns? Potassium.
I sit on them, thank you.
Potassium bromate, bromated flour. It's supposed to act as a strengthener for dough and allows it to rise better, but it's banned in many countries except for here. Let's see.
Said the blind man.
It remains after the breakdown cycle, and it can be one of the things that, they say that a lot of our foods are actually what's causing cancer in people. They think that might also be one of the foods that...
I can believe it.
Yeah. Azodicarbonamide, ADC. It's another flour improver. It's a bleaching agent. It says bakers have been using it since the 1960s to strengthen the dough. The concern about ADC include two chemicals that form when the bread is baked. The first chemical is semicarbazide, SEM, which has been linked to cancer of the lungs and blood vessels in mice, but not in rats. And the second chemical is urethane, which has been linked to cancer also. So
polyurethane's plastic.
It's approved by the FDA, but, I'm beginning to question them too. Okay, what about brominated vegetable oil, BVO? It's been banned in Europe and Asia. U.S. recognizes it as safe. One of its questionable ingredients that can turn up in supposedly healthy snacks, it's in sodas, soft drinks, sports drinks, citrus flavoring types of things. A lot of them removed it. In 1970, the FDA removed BVO from their GRAS, generally recognized as safe list, and made it allowable on a temporary basis pending further study. So, yeah, I don't drink soft drinks anymore anyway. So, how about butylated?
You mutilated what?
Hydrogenisol, which is BHA and BHT. It helps prevent.
And the leg bone's connected to the thigh bone.
This is the stuff that they put on your foods to keep them from spoiling faster than they're supposed to.
Oh, like monosodium glutamate.
Right. Let's see. They use it in packaged meat, soup mixes, mayonnaise, frozen meals. They say some studies have shown them safe. Others have linked them to stomach and skin irritation, allergic reactions, and kidney or liver problems.
Ooh.
Synthetic hormones, RBGH and RBST, it's injected into cows. That increases their production. They're saying that it is linked to an increase in cancer, and it's banned in Europe and Canada.
I don't doubt it.
It causes hazards to breast, prostate, colon cancer. It can end up on your kid's plate. Of course, because it's in the milk.
Ooh, colon cancer for dinner, kids. Come on down.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think I'll pass.
So humans drink this, and the IGF-1 is not readily destroyed, but absorbed in your bloodstream, where it can affect other hormones and potentially lead to cancer.
Ooh.
Okay, and I don't know how many of y'all have heard. I heard this a long time ago, which when I was eating things like this, I ate I didn't eat brown rice. I actually went to, Dr. Oz had said black rice, which is a lot more expensive. But arsenic, you have arsenic in your rice. It's
In the
minute.
white rice?
Yes, it's minute amounts.
Oh.
But, I mean, come on. Do you really want to eat arsenic?
I wonder how much there was in the rice wine I used to drink in Korea. Motley.
I don't know. They say, I mean, it's banned in Europe. It's they set a limit of 300 ppb for rice cakes and crackers, and 250 for brown rice, and then 100 for infant cereals. So, we all need to start looking at what we're feeding our kids, and think about it. Go back and do your research. We didn't have a lot of the diseases we did back in the days when we weren't eating a lot of this stuff. Diphenhydramine, which is DPA. Okay, so at the grocery store, you pick up an apple and you can rub it and you can see a waxy.
Well, yeah, it's wax.
Right, that's the DPA. It's to help keep the apple from spoiling quicker than it's supposed to. But it's banned in Europe. Europe won't even take our apples because our apples are treated with it. It is a derivative of aniline. It's colorless. It's a mixture of chemicals. It's linked to various different cancers.
Ooh, not good.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, we all need to go back to the old way of eating because our government's trying to kill us.
Of course.
I'll add you. Linda wanted to know about the keto recipes. I'll add you. Me and Eric and a couple of other people that I know that are doing keto made a little Facebook group, so I will add you to it. And Debbie decided to join us. Hey!
Where are they typing from?
I know she's had a lot of stuff going on with moving and her other stuff, and so she's been very busy.
Very. Well, where are they typing to you at? I'm in our Facebook room, and there's like 4 comments. Me, Brad, and Sarah.
Yeah. Once you go black, you can never go back, along with some old lace. Dr.
Funny.
Demento.
I thought that was good.
Dr. Demento.
Magneto, but you're close.
Well, hey, where's Mikey when I need him?
Exactly. They're on in the other side of the rooms, I think.
So what else you got?
A hole in the
I
head.
think we got
Let's see.
We got 8 minutes. Do you want to go over a little bit?
Nah, we might as well stay on. Do our,
Okay, then we
we'll
need to
finish
do
in-
your. And we may end up making one more day of BAM because I found some other stuff. So are y'all ready?
I've only got those last few. Okay,
Here we-
you want to do your sounder then?
And now,
Wanna do that one?
it's time for Spaced with Leprechaun.
I'm a huge space nut.
Okay. You there?
Let me know. I'm here.